Hi, my name is Selena and welcome to Livelightwel.
Living food, so amazing. Eat life. Hi guys, Selena here with Livelightwel. So today I am going to show you how to make coconut yogurt. This is going to be my first time making coconut yogurt. I am making it so that when I come off my fast, this is going to be one of the first things that I eat. I know coconut is really fatty, but this is young coconut, so it's not quite so fatty. Has a lot of sugar in it, but the probiotics will eat a lot of the fats and the sugars. They like both of them. So this will be perfect for me to come off of my fast with. I'm going to use a vegan culture, and I'm going to add, I even have some probiotic capsules in my fridge, so I'm going to add some of those. Most of the yogurts in stores are only fermented for 8 hours. I'm going to ferment this for 24 hours or more, so it's nice and thick and creamy. I'm going to use about 3 of these coconuts, 3 to 4 coconuts. The coconut milk of 1 young coconut, because I drank all of these during my fast. And in these bags, there's like about 2 to 3 coconuts each. So I'm probably going to use about 9 coconuts. And I'm going to use alkaline, electric alkaline water, and a bit of coconut water. And then you just need a couple of limes. I mean, you use 2.5 to 3. And so that'll give, add some of the sourness, and this will all be digestible by the probiotics. So I may put vanilla, powdered vanilla, which is what Dr. Sebi and Sebi recommend. There you can get a white one, but this is a brown one. I'm using both my yogurt maker, and I'm going to make some in a jar. So let's get started. So I'm going to crack these open, and what I generally do when I crack them open is I put a lot of paper on my countertop so that the countertop doesn't get damaged, like an inch worth of paper. And I just use a hammer. I've washed it and I oil it, like I'll put coconut oil on it, just so there's no rust on there. And then I simply take it and I crack all around the coconut. I tap all around really hard though. I'm just kind of marking the areas that I'm going to tap out. But I'm also going to rinse off the coconut meat. Sometimes I just give it a quick rinse and then I soak it in water and then I drink some of the water coming off of the coconut. But I'm going to probably use it for this. Now this may be hard for some of you. You can get like a special mallet and an opener, but this is just what I do. And it's just a matter of weakening it. So then eventually it opens. So then what I like to do is I take a spoon, and this spoon has a nice edge on it. It's nice and round and it has a nice edge on it. And I simply scoop the meat out. And this way I can get a lot of the meat. And now a lot of people don't like the brown stuff on it, see? But that's fine. It's just a bit of fiber, extra fiber. Probiotics love it. It's not bad for you. I don't mind it. Some people just like to peel all that off. I guess you could probably use a flat potato peeler to do that. But so I put it in a colander in this bowl, and I'm going to rinse it off with some alkaline water. And then I kind of leave it to soak a bit. If I was just making this from scratch, having not drank all the coconut water on my fast, then I would probably just use the coconut water of the existing coconut. But in this case, if you soak it a little bit, then some of the water comes out. So right out of the flesh, because it's very, as you can see, the flesh is very translucent. Very translucent and liquidy. See, it's like almost like jelly coconut. So there's still a lot of water in there. A lot of liquid. So here's another one. This one's been drying a little longer in the fridge for a few more hours. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get out, but it's not really hard at all. It's just a little more challenging. And so you see it's whiter. It's not as gelatinous because it's been drying out, which is fine. So I'm just going to finish scraping these out. I like to take as much of the meat out as possible. I hate waste. So So it's good to peel off these hard pieces. I don't know if you can see that, but the woody pieces you peel off. If it's just brown fiber, that's okay. It's a lot of work to get it all off. You can, but it's really a lot of work to get even the fibrous stuff off. I don't think it's really worth it. And there's bound to be some benefit in that brown fiber for you anyway, and it gives the probiotics more fiber to eat. I am just going to rinse it with some alkaline water that I boiled, just to get any germs off. It's been boiled and cooled. So, but this is just to clean it up. So now I'm just going to put this all in a bowl, and I'm going to put my my other coconut meat in this bowl. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, you can see my juicer in the back here. I'm going to use the nut butter setting on it to grind this up. You can see here, this is normally what you use for juicing, and it has a sieve here for the juice to come out once it's ground through and pressed through the screen. But this one is a nut butter screen, so it will grind it, slow grind the coconut or whatever nut you have, and then it just spews out the end. So that's the fixture I'm using on my Omega juicer. So this is an experiment. My first time doing this with this, so I'm not a regular chef, so I'm not doing any testing. This is the testing room right here. So seeing how it goes. I'm going to have to run it through my bullet. Because I thought it would come out like a smooth butter. But it's not quite there. but it's pulverizing it somewhat, so it'll make it easier. So that is not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm going to have to use my bullet to grind it up with some of the coconut juice, coconut water. And you can just basically add as much water as you like, as much liquid as you like for consistency. So I am now staying away from the steel because probiotics don't like it. And putting this in here. And I'm going to add just enough coconut water to cover it. And I'm going to check out the consistency. See how this does. Okay, that's looking nice and creamy. Still some chunks in there though. So I'm going to add a little bit more liquid. What happens when you don't have a Vitamix? Check the consistency. Yeah, that's looking really creamy. So I'm going to pour this in here. And blend up the rest of it. So I had to blend everything up. It took me about 3 containers. And normally you would have just added the lime juice to the batch before you ground it up, but I'm going to add it now. So I'm just going to cut up these limes, juice them. So this is about 2 or 3 tablespoons of, I'd say maybe 4 of lime, and I've got like a lot of coconut in there. So now I'm just going to mix it in, just because I want it really well integrated and smooth. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of sea salt in, like about a 1/4 to 1/2 a teaspoon of sea salt. That should be adequate just to provide some saline in the primordial stew. Not trying to make it salty. You can get vegan probiotic cultures, but I'm making my own Rejuvelac, so that's what I will be using going forwards. So I think I'm going to put some of those in here.
Do a video on it later.
So that is looking nice and creamy and well blended. You always want to make sure you get every drop, because eating this way is not cheap. You do spend more time cooking, and I actually got these coconuts for $1.69 for each for a 9 flat pack from Superstore. So that's a great deal. But regardless, you don't want to be wasteful because this is your own hard work. And waste not, want what, right? So it's got a nice thick consistency. It's going to get even thicker. So it looks like it all fit in the yogurt maker. So now I'm going to turn it on for 24 hours. So I ended up with this big one, and this is my tiny little one. Maybe this will be my sweet one, and that'll be my savory one. I don't know. I think I'll mix the stuff in after it's all made. So I'm just going to pop this in here. Make sure there's nothing on it. And start. So now my yogurt is going.
So one of these jars could go in the oven with the light on for 24 hours if you don't have a yogurt maker.
Hi guys, Selena here. So it's been 24 hours and the yogurt is all done. Here's the little tiny one. I left it on top of this one covered with a towel so that the two of them could have darkness and a lot of the probiotics and prebiotics could grow. You can see it's slightly got a brownish yellow, sort of a brownish red color, and I think that's from the husk of the coconut, the soft husk. So it smells really good. I'm just going to taste a tiny little bit of it. It's very creamy. It's got a nice, it's nice sour taste, like perfect. And the bits of coconut are great. Water. But here it is. Here's a close-up. So you can see it's kind of brown on the top. That's from the husk. And so thank you so much for watching. This is really good. You can use it to make your own tzatziki. You can use it in your smoothies. You can use it in anything that you would use yogurt in, or that you would use mayonnaise in, and just dress it up. So yogurt sauces or ranch dressings, Caesar dressings, all of the vegan versions of those things you can make with this. So it's a great thing to have, and it's actually not that hard to make. It's amazing how the food industry mythologizes a lot of our everyday eating foods and condiments. So don't be afraid to make it. And thank you again so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to eat well, eat life.